Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the National Collegiate Club Championship. Game 24 today features Iowa State in the Whitecaps and the United States Military Academy in the Dark Caps. And now, our teams in the white hats from Iowa State. 1, Alex Lafrano. 2, Austin Olson. 3, Jack Rabe. 4, Kevin Demeter. 5, Cambria Holmes. 6, Ryan Losh. 7, Casey Smith. 8, Riley Travis. 9, Jake Snyder. 10, Chris Cortle. 11, Dominic Fidans. 12, Lexi Lambros. 13, Jack Carver. 14, Noah Sleeper. 15, Moella Booty. 16, Sam Perez. 17, Alex Rafrano. 18, Natalie DeRiesno. The Cyclones are coached by Michael Berry. In the Dark Caps, the U.S. Military Academy Cadets. 1, Olivia Peters. 1A, Joshua Merrill. 2, Robbie DeMont. 3, Max Orowski. 4, Leslie Baca. 5, Edward Chen. 6, Frankie Fredolizio. 7, Eli Tate. 8, Cooper Luttrell. 9, Christopher Pereira. 10, Lily Holtmeyer. 11, Jack Robinson. 12, Hudson Jang. 14, William Johnson. 15, Josiah Edmondson. 16, William Julka. 17, Carter Higgum. 18, Vincent Long. 21, Jeremy Poster. The AOIC is Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Wolf. The OIC is Dr. Kevin McMullen, and the head coach is John Baca. Good luck and let's play water polo. And we welcome you to world coverage of the 24 CWPA Men's National Collegiate Club Championship hosted by University of Florida. I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. It's Saturday, November 9th, 2024. It's after 10 p.m. Eastern. Let's get one more game in there. It's game 24. It's the U.S. Military Academy Cadets, the New York Division champs. And in the Whitecaps, the Iowa State Cyclones champs out of the Missouri Valley. Both of these teams are 0-2 in this tournament, so last game for each team trying to finish in 15th. Iowa State in this tournament for the first time in 10 years after capturing its first division title since garnering the Great Plains Division in 2005. Army in dark going left to right. Iowa State in white, right to left. John Baca is the head coach of Army. Michael Berry has the reins for the Cyclones. Iowa State wins the sprint. Last game of the night, last game of the tournament for both teams. Army initially blocked, but it will remain here for the Cyclones. Chad Lemons and Kevin Heinrich are the officials for this game. Should be an entertaining one. Georgia Tech finished tied for 13th with a 20-9 win over Florida State in game 23. 5 seconds left on the possession. Cyclones need to go all in here, and we'll dump it in the corner. Joshua Merrill will take the reins here. Army played some competitive water polo. Lost its opening round matchup 16-9 at Cal Maritime, then fell victim to Penn State. Actually lost 16-9 to Cal Maritime, and then lost to Penn State 18-14. No score 1 minute into the game. Going right to left now. Iowa State, it's number 7, in white. And that is right to Josh Merrill, number 7 being Casey Smith. Cyclones lost an opening round contest 27-5 to University of Florida. And there is Army, number 3 with the goal. Army goal, scored by number 3 in dark, Max Orowski. His first of the game. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Army 1, Iowa State 0. Iowa State defeated Missouri 9-8 in the Missouri Valley title game October 27th. The Cyclones respond. Iowa State goal scored by number 15 in white, Mo Elaboudi. His first. 5:32 remaining in the first quarter. Iowa State 1, Army 1. Iowa State last won a division title in 2005 when it won the Great Plains. It was a 7-5 win in 2005 over the University of Kansas Jayhawks. Talk about turning back the clock. Out in front, ball is still up for grabs. Got a 5-meter. John Baca displeased. A 5-meter penalty has been awarded to Iowa State. Cyclones will take a 5-meter. The shot attempt by number 16 for Iowa State, Sam Perez, denied by Joshua Merrill. Perez unfortunate that time. Now opportunity here for Cyclones again. 1-0 is the score. Army, the New York Division champ for the third straight season. Iowa State, the Missouri Valley champ. Iowa State started Missouri Valley play 1-3 and then won 4 straight to capture the division. Missouri Valley and Great Lake divisions are merging next season due to participation numbers. Over the prize, goal throw here for Merrill. Army trying to finish strong here. Cadets will become officers once they graduate, so we'd like to thank them in advance for their service. We are coming up on Veterans Day. Now moving ahead, left to right. Another ordinary foul at the left flat. 15 seconds left. Out in front, off for the keeper, Alex Lafrano. Now Iowa State trying to get its first win in this tournament in quite some time. Hasn't won a game in this tournament since defeating Wash U in the 13-15 place game at Williams College in 2005, 18-8. 1-0 for free in 2014 as the third place finisher of the Great Plains Division. 2-meter for Iowa State. Will be taken from the 5. Iowa State trying to take its first lead of the game, but it is broken up from behind by number 9 in dark, Christopher Pereira. 3:35 remaining in the first, 1-1. Setting up inside. Opportunity. Connects. That is Frankie Fredolizio. Army goal. Scored by number 6 in dark, Frankie Fredolizio. His first. 3:28 remaining in the first quarter. Army 2, ISU 1. Army defeated Cornell in the New York Division title game 19-15 in overtime at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute a few weekends ago. The team split regular season meetings. Cornell even dropped over 20 goals in the regular season matchup on the Cadets. Sidearm, wide right. Talk about the excitement in the early going. 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Last game of the day. That is behind the bat. Army exclusion. Army exclusion on number 4 in the dark caps, Wesley Baca. Power play ISU. Iowa State on the attack. Picked off there by number 2, Robbie DeMont. Iowa State was in the division for Missouri Valley with Illinois State, University of Indianapolis, and University of Missouri. St. Louis University have withdrawn its participation right before the competition of Missouri Valley play began. Picked off there by ISU. The Cyclones looking to get a draw even. Ordinary foul at mid-pool. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Army had been the 14th position in this tournament. Stopped there by Joshua Merrill. Off for Joshua Merrill, 2 meter from the 1 position, Iowa State. Last year in Salt Lake City, Utah. Army lost to UCLA, Penn State, and Alabama to finish tied for 15th. That's the second exclusion foul on number 4 in dark, Wesley Baca. Timeout, Army. 1:34 remaining in the first quarter. Army in dark 2. Iowa State in white 1. Army has 2 full and 1 30-second timeout remaining. The Cadets have possession out of the timeout. 2-1 Army. Each of the last 2 seasons, Army finished tied for 15th, looking to get off the schneid here. Now going left to right, and that is over the prize. However, that was deflected by the Cyclones. Last touch by ISU, 2 meter. 2 meter for Army. Army looking for its largest lead of the game. Leading 2-1 with 1:20 remaining in our opening period. Now with a point. Set up inside, gobbled up by Alex Lofrano. Lofrano now will dig deep with his outlet. Army trying to do a hardcore press. Iowa State now, there's a pass there for Riley Travis. Travis getting pressed by Christopher Pereira, taken there by Sam Perez. Ryan Losh is also in the line, number 6. He was excluded out of the game in the third quarter of a 27-5 opening round loss to Florida, and that sails wide right. 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We got a tight one from the O'Connell Center pool in Gainesville. 2-1 Army Cadets. Wesley Baca and Frankie Fredolizio. Actually, Orlowski and Fredolizio with the goals. Army does not need to be in any hurry. That was denied there by Lafrano. Iowa State hanging tough so far. Thirteen for 15, actually 13 for 15 positions for National Cruiser Club Championships are usually randomized by those who were in the 13-15 place games the season before. Army with the shot clock unplugged, going left to right. Got to get a shot that is wide left, 1.5 seconds left. Lafrano is right at Joshua Mero. After 1 quarter of play, the score, Army in the dark caps 2. Iowa State in the white 1. Army leads 2-1 entering the second quarter. Army in dark swimming left to right. Iowa State in white. Right to left. In the first quarter, Army had goals from Orwowski and Fredolizio. Iowa State's lone goal was by Mo Elaboudi. Army controls the second quarter sprint. We're going left to right now. Oh, nope, there's a push off. Can't do that. Turned over. And now the Cyclones will have its first offensive possession of the second. And now Army trying to go down the pool. Going left to right. 17 on the shot clock. 6:22 to go in the first half. Some confusion in the water. A little bit of dead time. Possession is from back in. From the left flat. Gobbled up by Ryan Rosh. Ball still loose. Robbie DeMont able to pick up the loose change from his territory and deliver it ahead. Here's Frankie Fredolizio. Now to Jeremy Poster. Poster on the far side. Swivel up for the hole. Fires, cannot connect the dots though. Lafrano will make his next move. Minute and 15 through the second quarter with still 2-1 Army. And as crazy as things sound, all 23 completed games in this tournament had seen at least one team with double figures. We have not had a game in which both teams had been held to 9 or fewer. Opportunity for Christopher Barolo. We got a 5-meter. Like a number 16. Iowa State penalty on number 16 in white. Sam Perez. Army 5-meter penalty shot successful for number 3 in dark, Max Orlowski. His second goal of the game. 5:31 remaining in the second quarter. Army in dark 3, Iowa State in white 1. Army had finished tied for 15th in each of the previous 2 appearances in the National Collegiate Club Championship, trying to end on a high note. Iowa State glad to be back, not only in the CWPA with the National Collegiate Club Championship. Perez, 1 against 2, gets it gobbled up by Robbie DeMont. Army goes full court here. Setting up for the hole. Oh no. That's an exclusion on number 4 for ISU. Iowa State exclusion, number 4 in white, Kevin Demeter. Demeter's first. Power play Army. Out in front and through. It's Robbie DeMont. Army power play goal scored by number 2 in dark, Robbie DeMont. His first of the game. 4:40 remaining in the second quarter. Army in dark 4, ISU in white 1. Iowa State was just the second ever division title winning the Missouri Valley this season. Last division title was Great Plains in 2005. Cyclones went 11-0 in 2005 in the Great Plains. 6 games were decided by 4 or fewer goals, including each of the first 4 games. Dustin Tomhave was Coach of the Year. And Dave Lawson, the goalie, was Division MVP. How about that for history? 4:12 remaining in the first half. Army is in a good spot now, trying to run up more. 13 on the shot clock, pounced over the rope. Goal throw here for Lafrano. After this game, we'll be off for the rest of the night, and then hope to be up bright and early at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, Sunday, November 10th, 2024, 7th place between Wash U St. Louis and Texas A&M. Broken up by Max Orlowski, who's got a pair of goals. The Cadets trying to extend the lead. Breaks apart there. Oh, swim aside. Robbie DeMont, who had 1 goal this quarter. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. But it is turned over. Iowa State was 1 in the first, none in the second, as Joshua Merrill has not had to face too many shots this second quarter. And these days are a bit grueling. Both of these teams did not play up to this point today. Both of them went 0-2 yesterday, trying to end on a winning note. Joshua Merrill will pick up the loose change and plot his next course here. Approaching 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Now trying to find room, but two-handed stop by the Cyclones, Alex Lafrano. Ordinary foul, now going right to left, Ryan Wash. Another ordinary foul with 11 seconds left, set for the hole. Sam Perez. Broken up and behind for a pass intended for Riley Travis, number 8 in white. And that play is waved off in 2 meters. Army in dark 4. Iowa State in white 1. Timeout, Iowa State. It's first of the game. 2:19 remaining in the first quarter. Army in the dark caps 4. Iowa State in the white caps 1. Iowa State will have possession out of the timeout. Cap 7. Cap 7 is the premier water polo provider specializing in all your water polo needs. Visit cap7.com to find the gear you need to take your game to the next level. Cap 7 is the official ball of CWPA. Army leads 4-1 over Iowa State. We have 6 placement games tomorrow. 7th, 5th, 3rd, 1st, 9th, and 11th places. Hope you could join us for that tomorrow. Iowa State will have possession out of its full timeout. Iowa State had a rough going in its regular season tournament, September 28th and 29th in Ames, Iowa. Lost to Illinois State 5-4, lost to Missouri 13-4, defeated the University of Indianapolis 15-3, then lost to Missouri again 14-8. St. Louis University originally scheduled to host division play October 12th to 13th, but withdrew from the season, so that weekend was canceled. Missouri Valley Championship at Iowa State October 26 and 27 have been 3 games, and then depending on how you did those 3 games, determine what game you played. And Iowa State won 4-0, including 2-0 against Missouri. That's how you pay back the Tigers. Iowa State back on the tap. Approaching 2:10 remaining in the first half. Inside, picked off there by Leslie Baca in the hole. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 4-1 Cadets. Off the iron rather. Out of play, 2 meter for Army. Cadets trying to set up from the light flat. Now inside 6, skip and a boom! It is a goal by Cap 13 in dark. That's Andrew's first of the game. 1:45 remaining in the second quarter. Army 5, Iowa State 1. So Andrew, number 13 in dark, gets on the board for the first time. And now here comes Joshua Merrill. Reinforcements are coming for the Cadets. The New York Division champ for the first straight season. Off the iron. Rebound. Army setting up top for Andrew again. That is to the left corner for Carter Higgum. Broken up by Iowa State. Last time Army did not go to National Collegiate Club Championship was 2021. Cadets had a 40-plus game division win streak snapped by Cornell in the title game that season. Cornell won a couple of games in Huntsville, Alabama that season's National Collegiate Club Championship in 2021. Up to the point. Ryan Losh. Losh looking. 45 seconds left in the half. Stop by Merrill. A lot of work to be done for the second half for both teams. 5-1 Army. Could this be the first game of the tournament where both teams are held to single figures? Ordinary foul. It was 2 in the first, 3 so far in the second for the Cadets. Setting up inside, skip right at Alex Lafreno, shot clock unplugged. John Baca is giving some instruction to his bench. 10 seconds left in the first half. Ordinary foul. Four seconds. Jake Snyder doesn't realize how much time's left. Losh isn't going to get it all. He will, and it's stopped by Merrill. At the end of 2 quarters in game 24, it's the United States Military Academy Cadets in the Dark Caps 5, and the Iowa State Cyclones and the White Caps 1. Stick around, we have the second half to come from Gainesville.
Your Cap 7 tip of the week. Hi, I'm Wolf Weigo, and today we're going to go over a no-look shot, when to use it, when not to. So really, this isn't a shot you're going to use all the time. It's sort of a special circumstance. And, you know, I like to do it when you really think that no one's going to expect a shot's coming. So let's say you're playing the one position and you catch the ball and it bobbles past you and you pretend you're going to go get it, and then pretending you're coming back, and no way you're going to shoot the ball, and you're just going to not even look at the goal and rip it over the goalie's head. And really anywhere in the goal besides right where the goalkeeper's head is probably going to be a goal. A lot of coaches don't want you to shoot a no-look because the primary reason is you're catching your team off guard and you're setting your team up to be vulnerable for a counterattack. But if you're doing it at the very end of the shot clock, I think that's the best time because everyone's sort of on guard. They know they got to react back and someone's going to have to take the shot. So I really recommend taking these shots towards the end of the shot clock if you're going to do it, okay? And don't do it with like 25 seconds on the clock. Your Cap 7 tip of the week. Hi, I'm Brad Schumacher, 2-time Olympic gold medalist and co-founder of Cap 7 International. Today I'm going to be talking about when to take a specific shot, okay, at 2 meters. So when you think about this, it comes down to where the defender is on you. Okay, so my favorite shot to take is a sweep shot. Number one, it's the least amount of work and it allows me to get off a quick shot and it sets up the shots that I'm going to do later in the game. So, for instance, if I take a quick sweep, right, I score the ball. The next time, I might go sweep, fake sweep to a backhand. Then I might switch to my left hand and do a sweep. Then I might go left hand, backhand. Okay, and finally, when the player's trying to guess and I go backhand and they stop me, I'll flip underneath and do a layout when they're not expecting it. Again, it's all about feel of where the defender is behind me to set things up.
Teams switch shooting ends for the second half. Iowa State in white now swimming left to right. Army in dark right to left. It's the Army Cadets in the dark caps 5. Iowa State Cyclones in the white 1 here in game 24. Coach Michael Berry for Iowa State gave his team a pep talk on what needs to be done, down 4. Army controls the third quarter sprint. Corner Bell, Army going right to left here. Pounce out of play by Alex Lafrano. 2 meter from the 5 position for the Cadets. Army working hard for all the shots right now. From the right flat position up top now. For Carter Higgum. Boy, that might be Pereira. Inside for Max Orowski, looking for a 30. He got it with a nice deacon doink. Army goal scored by number 3 in dark, Max Orowski. His third of the game. 6:35 remaining in the third quarter. Army in dark 6. Iowa State in white 1. Iowa State just 1 goal in the game so far, and that was Mo Elaboudi. And it's going to be a 6-on-5. Exclusion foul on number 17 in dark for Army, Carter Higgum. Power play ISU. Higgum, the guilty party. ISU has 8 seconds left on the advantage. Egg beater motion, pounced down in front by Joshua Merrill. Army looking to retreat. Cadets trying to set up another spot on goal. Higgum gets a goal after being excluded, and Alex Lafrano's a bit frustrated. Army goal scored by number 17 in dark, Carter Higgum. His first. 5:50 to go in this third quarter. Army 7, Iowa State 1. Missouri Valley in the past has had some competitive teams. Lindenwood won a handful of national titles. 2014-16 and 2018-19. Lindenwood does not have a club team at this time. Speaking of repeat champs, you see San Diego trying to be the first repeat since Lindenwood from 2014, 15, and 16. We'll find out hopefully tomorrow, circumstances permitting, here in Gainesville. Going left to right now. Right to left now, rather. Off the iron. Covered up the spread now by Lafrano. Army with 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third. Iowa State just 1 goal that was in the opening period. Got a kick out on Robbie DeMont. Army exclusion on number 2 in dark, Robbie DeMont. We're back to even strength. Iowa State not pressing hard enough, but it's a goal for Christopher Pereira out in front. Army goal scored by number 9 in the dark caps, Christopher Pereira. His first of the game. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. Army in dark 8, Iowa State in white 1. Cyclones in a bit of a rut now. Cyclones going left to right now in the Whitecaps, Missouri Valley champs. Started 1-3 in division play, but got 4 straight wins to capture its first Missouri Valley Crown and second division title, first since 2005 as a member of the Great Plains Division, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to set up from the left flat. Iowa State in 2014 was at the National Collegiate Club Championship as the third place finisher from the Great Plains Division due to Illinois State not electing to compete, and runner-up Grinnell was in the Division III Club Championship. We haven't had a Division III Club Championship in 5 years. And there is Max Orlowski with his fourth. Army goal scored by number 3 in dark, Max Orlowski. His fourth for the game. 4:04 to play in the third quarter. Army in dark 9, Iowa State in white 1. Army is on cruise control right now. The Cadets looking to snap a skid. Each of the last 2 seasons went 0-3 in the National Collegiate Club Championship. It's been a while since the Cadets last won a National Collegiate Club Championship game. Picked off there by Christopher Pereira. Jeremy Poster inside. Orlowski's looking for 5. He's got 5. Max Orlowski, yes sir. Army goal scored by number 3 in dark, Max Orlowski. His 5th of the game. 3:36 remaining in the third quarter. Army in dark 10, Iowa State in white 1. Halftime was 5-0. 3 goals this third quarter for Max Orlowski and solo goals by Pereira and Higham for the Cadets. Army last won a National Collegiate Club Championship game in 2019 at University of Pittsburgh, taking 12th place. So, it's been quite a while. I believe that is let me see here, 10 straight losses for the Cadets in the National Collegiate Club Championship. Last 2 in 2019, all 3 in 2022, all 3 in 2023, and the first 2 here in 2024. So a 10-game skid is to be snapped. Iowa State exclusion foul on number 16 in white, Sam Perez. Power play, Army. Well, Perez, the guilty party, will be out for 8 more seconds. Set up inside. The Cadets looking to remain in cruise control. Even strength. Lost the handle. And another scorcher this time by Vincent Long. That's his first time getting called. Army goal scored by number 18 in dark, Vincent Long. His first goal of the game. 2:24 remaining in quarter number 3. U.S. Military Academy in the dark, Caps 11. Iowa State Cyclones in the white 1. Cyclones looking to get some mojo back. That's a 6-0 third quarter run for the Army Cadets. It's over to the 5 position. And it's off to Natalie DiRienzo. DiRienzo carried the ball. Michael Berry in disbelief. Didn't even leave her hand. Iowa State all out of sorts right now. And now the Cyclones looking for more. Down by 10. Iowa State went 0-2 yesterday. 27-5 loss to Florida. And then 11-5 to Oregon. Oregon's taking on Michigan for 11th place tomorrow. Army lost to Cal Maritime 16-9 and Pennsylvania State 18-4. Penn State's playing for 9th place tomorrow against Colorado. Opportunity knocking here, perhaps. And it's going to be a penalty. Iowa State penalty on number 15 in white, Mo Elabudi. It will be a 5-meter penalty shot for the Cadets. Skip shot, goal on the 5-meter penalty, scored by number 13, Andrew. That's his second of the game. 1:27 remaining in the third quarter. Army in dark 12. Iowa State in white 1. That's a 7-0 run in the third quarter. Olowski has a pair for the Cadets with 5 total. He has a pair, has 3 goals actually this quarter. Vincent Long, who got on the board not long ago. 12-1, it's 11-goal lead for Army. Army doesn't have to use the rest of the clock. That's a hold. Power play time for Iowa State with under a minute to play. 6-on-5 for the Cyclones. That was a hold by Army, by the way. Natalie DiVienzo unable to cash in from around 6 meters. 45 seconds left in the third. 12-1 Army. It's been all Army in this one for the most part. Iowa State just trying to find the net again. Less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 30 seconds left in the third. Ball turn. No goal for Army. Possession, Iowa State. Cyclones trying to take advantage here. 13 seconds left. One second, and that will do it. At the end of 3 quarters, the score, Army in the dark caps 12, Iowa State in the white caps 1. 7 minutes remain in regulation. Iowa State in white will be swimming left to right. Army in dark, right to left. Army in the dark caps 12. Iowa State and the white 1. After this game, we'll be done for today, and then tomorrow we have 7th, 5th, 3rd, 1st, 9th, and 11th place games. Fourth quarter sprint now. On tap. Iowa State wins the tip. Iowa State controls the sprint. Scottish D-Weiss here on CWPA-TV.com. Iowa State in the offensive swing of things right now. Opportunity perhaps for number 9, Jake Snyder. Looks like ball may have been put under the water, or if not, offensive foul. Here comes Eli Tate, number 7 in dark. Getting guarded by number 7 in white. Casey Smith set up. Broken up by Alex Lafrano. Lafrano looking ahead. Michael Berry on the sideline teaching his bench for Iowa State. It's always nice to have a teacher on the sidelines. Always want to learn, no matter if it's good or bad. Olivia Peters is now in cage for Army. We permit co-ed clubs in the fall in the CWPA. Lily Holt and Olivia Peters and Lily Holtmeyer are in. Haven't seen them before the fourth. 11-goal lead. Army. Holtmeyer could not get it. That was intercepted by the Cyclones. Wiley Travis, number 8 in white. Alex Lafrano feet ahead with 5:44 to go in regulation. 12-1 Cadets over the Cyclones. Ordinary foul. Long range. Stop by Peters. That was not like a pass through. Olivia Peters, who also keeps track of statistics on the bench while she's not in the pool, was stout there. Do not count the goal. Iowa State exclusion on number 7 in white, Casey Smith. 6-on-5, Army. Holtmeyer. The pass intended for Jack Robinson is intercepted by number 4 in white, Kevin Demeter. And the middle able to give it to Sam Perez. Perez out to Casey Smith. Smith with 11 on the shot clock, 4:54 to go in regulation. And Army is back on the offensive side of things. Lily Holtmeyer. Heather Robinson. Broken up by Jake Snyder of the Cyclones, number 9 in white. Iowa State 1 in the first, 0 in the second, 0 in the third, none so far in the fourth. Army 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third, none so far in the fourth. Casey Smith is open. He is up the point. He'll take a crack and connect. Iowa State goal scored by number 7 in white, Casey Smith. Casey's first of the game. 4:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Army and dark 12. Iowa State in white 2. Casey Smith will remain in the water. Everyone else for Iowa State will take a breather on the bench with Coach Michael Berry. Ryan Ross also leaps back in the water for ISU. We may make some substitutions as well. Army's got one timeout, one full, 1 30-second timeout left. In terms of timeouts, Iowa State has 2 full, 1 30-second timeout. Army has 1 full, 1 30-second timeout remaining. Fans, if you haven't gotten to there yet, make sure you check out the concessions table before we pack up for the night to get your t-shirts, shorts, fleeces, and other apparel. The Cadets will have possession. Army leads 12-2 with 4:20 remaining in regulation. We're watching game 24 of the 2024 CWPA Men's National Collegiate Club Championship from the O'Connell Center pool in Gainesville. Scott S.D. Weiss on the CWPA Network, director for all these productions, John Weaver. Willie Holtmeyer dribbling right to left now. Army just needing to take a breather. Hudson Jang now in the game, number 12 in dart. That's Josiah Edmondson. And now the finish from Jack Robinson. Army goal scored by number 11 in dart, Jack Robinson. His first of the game. 4:02 remaining in regulation. Army in dark 13, Iowa State in white 2. Exclusion on Army will be a 6-on-5 for the Cyclones. Opportunity knocking here for Jack Rabe. Rabe, number 3. Up top, ball is loose, up for grabs. Liv Peters has it for the Cadets. Last game for both teams, last game of the day. Long day of water polo. Got 3:25 left on the day here in terms of play, a little past 11 p.m. Eastern. Got a kick out. Exclusion foul on number 16 in white, Sam Perez. That's his third. Well, it might be his third. Actually, the exclusion's on Sam Perez. He is allowed to return. He is not out of the game. Might be a second, though, if he has any. Skip shot in the bang. A little bit of confusion there, but not for number 7 in dart. Army goal scored by number 7 in the dart caps. Eli Tate is first. 2:53 remaining in regulation. (14-2) Army over Iowa State. That is the third exclusion foul on number 16 in white for Iowa State. Sam Perez, we're sorry that the flag wasn't waved sooner. So Perez cannot return. So there will be no penalty due to confusion. The referees will not issue a penalty due to an ineligible player due to the juncture in the game, and it was not communicated with the referees quick enough. Ordinary foul. Lexi Lambros is in the water as well. Exclusion foul on Army power play. Iowa State with 10 seconds left on the advantage. Stop by Peters. Olivia Peters does it well. Now heading right to left, off to Tate. Ordinary foul inside 6 meters in enemy area. Carter Higham. Actually, that's Jack Robinson, rather. Robinson. Cadets take a swing at Cadet. Army goal scored by number 15 in dart, Josiah Edmondson. Josiah's first. 2:11 remaining in regulation. The score, Army in dart 15, Iowa State in white 2. Lexi Lambros receiving information from Coach Michael Berry. Even though Iowa State's down the lot, he is giving teachable moments, which is a good sign for a coach. Army has another exclusion. It's a 6-on-5 for ISU. Under 2 minutes left in the fourth. And it is a heater. Done well by number 7. Power play goal for Iowa State, number 7 in white, Casey Smith. That's his second goal of the game. 1:51 remaining in regulation. Army in dark 15, Iowa State in white 3. Strange but true, all 24 games of this tournament would have the winner score at least 10 goals. Usually maybe have 1 or 2 at this juncture, which are single figures for both. And on number 7, again, Eli Tate for the second time. Army goals scored by number 7 in dark, Eli Tate. Is second, 1:39 to go in the game, 16-3 Cadets. Play waved off. Push off inside 5 meters. In Army territory, minute 25 remaining in the game. Army is going to pick up its first National Collegiate Club Championship win since 2019 at Snap. It's 10-game tournament skid dating back to 2019. It's lost its last 2 in 2019, I believe, for 12. Opening is there. And Iowa State gets another. Iowa State goal scored by number 9 in white, Jack Snyder. Snyder's first. 1:10 to go in regulation. Army 15, ISU 4. Army out of West Point, New York. Iowa State out of Ames, Iowa. Army is in the same time zone as University of Florida, Eastern. Under 1 minute remaining in regulation. Army is likely going to win. Here's Casey Smith looking for a cap trick. Facing Olivia Peters, 1-on-1. Pushes aside for Lexi Lambros. Lambros. Back up for Travis. Will go the other way though as it's out of bounds. About 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. So Iowa State's going to finish tied for 15th with Florida State, while Army will finish tied for 13th. With the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. That's off the iron. Shot clock unplugged for Army at 23 seconds. The Army does not need to take a shot here. For the Cadets. 5 seconds. And what a well-played game for John Baca's Cadets. The final score in game 24. United States Military Academy Cadets in the dark caps 15. Iowa State Cyclones in the white caps 4. Congratulations to Army on finishing tied for 13th. Iowa State finishes tied for 15th. A player in the game from Army scoring 5 goals. Number 3 in dark, Max Orowski. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Scott Samuel, David Weiss. Final score, Army 15, Iowa State 4. That is it from Gainesville tonight. Have a great rest of your evening.